Welcome back to another explainer. Look, today we're tackling something that is literally driving creators crazy: YouTube Shorts monetization. It's kind of notoriously confusing, right? But it's absolutely vital. So we took all this no-nonsense source material and boiled it down into a real, tangible roadmap. If you're tired of seeing fleeting views and want to turn that into actual cash, well, you're in the right place. Let's just cut through the noise and get right into it. I mean, picture this. You're getting massive views on your shorts, but absolutely zero earnings. The source material hits the nail on the head here. It is an incredibly frustrating reality. You're staring at your analytics, watching the view count just climb. Thousands, maybe millions. But then you check your revenue and it's just a giant agonizing zero. All that traffic and literally not a single dollar or rupee to show for it. It's the kind of disconnect that absolutely causes creator burnout. But hey, the good news? There's actually a very specific mechanical reason this is happening, and an equally specific way to fix it. So, let's start with Section 1, the foundation, unlocking your dashboard. You know, before you even think about going viral, you gotta make sure your digital house is actually in order. It sounds basic, but the source text makes it crystal clear. Earning money from shorts requires a deliberate technical action. Step 1, you just open your YouTube Studio dashboard. Step 2, navigate over to the monetization tab. And step 3, and guys, this is the absolute non-negotiable prerequisite, you have to explicitly accept the shorts monetization module. Actually, you'd be shocked how many creators pull in massive views, but literally just forgot to check this one box. Until you accept that specific module, YouTube won't pay you a single cent. It doesn't matter how viral you go. It's literally the gatekeeper to your money. Moving on to Section 2, the math. Let's demystify the revenue split. Okay, so once you've got that module unlocked, you really need to understand how the money actually flows. Because when ads play between shorts in the feed, they don't just hand you a lump sum. It's divided up. The creator's share, your share, is carved out at exactly 45%. The other 55%, that goes to the platform itself and covers things like music licensing costs. So right off the bat, it's a very different structure compared to those traditional long-form YouTube videos. Knowing this split is absolutely crucial because it sets a realistic baseline for what you're actually going to take home. Let's actually just focus on that number for a second. 45%. Every time an ad generates revenue from your little slice of the shorts feed, you're taking slightly less than half the pie. Now, because shorts are, well, short, and users are just swiping through them super fast, the ad revenue for an individual view is definitely lower than what you'd get on a 10-minute video. But the volume of views you can hit on shorts is often astronomical. That 45% can actually add up super fast if the volume is there. But, and the source material really warns us about this, relying solely on that 45%, yeah, that's a dangerous game.
Which brings us to Section 3, the multipliers, expanding beyond ad revenue.
If you want to truly scale up, you just can't stay fully dependent on those platform ad splits. I mean, standard ad revenue is great, but you don't control the rates, right? The source data strongly points to focusing on affiliates and sponsorships instead. These are your direct income multipliers. Think about it. When you lock in a brand deal or drop an affiliate link in a pinned comment, you dictate the terms. You're not splitting that commission 45-55 with YouTube. It's a totally independent revenue stream that leverages your views way, way more efficiently. In fact, let me just read you this direct insight right from the source material. Affiliate marketing and sponsorships can double your income. Double it. The text explicitly points out that relying purely on ads means you are literally leaving serious money on the table. If you treat your shorts as a massive, high-volume traffic funnel and push that traffic toward affiliate links or sponsored products, you bypass the whole ad revenue split completely. You finally take control of the whole shebang.
All right, Section 4, the algorithm, secrets to viral growth. So to maximize those sponsorships and rack up that 45% ad split, you need traffic, a lot of it. And the source text reveals a pretty huge secret for editing shorts: looping. Basically, looping is the art of creating this perfect video timeline where the very end of your short seamlessly transitions right back into the very beginning. The goal here is to retain the viewer's attention so flawlessly that they don't even realize the video restarted. They just end up watching it a second or third time automatically. You see, virality on shorts isn't just about having a cool topic. It's a deeply technical game of retention. When you master the loop, you're artificially inflating your average view duration, which sends this massive, glowing signal to the algorithm. But looping is really just one piece of the puzzle. The source material actually identifies 4 specific tactical triggers to force the YouTube algorithm to push your content. First up, fast pacing. You got to cut out the dead air, keep the visual changes happening rapidly. Second is that seamless looping we just talked about. Third, trending hashtags. You absolutely need to hook your content into the broader viral conversations happening on the app right now. And fourth, SEO optimization, basically using the exact right keywords in your titles and descriptions so the algorithm knows exactly who wants to see your video. When you combine all four of these, it's like magic. The algorithm does the heavy lifting for you because it sees the high retention and relevance.
And that brings us to section 5, the blueprint, your next steps. Okay, so we've walked through the mechanical foundations, the financial math, and those algorithmic triggers. Now, to wrap all this up into a working growth machine, I should note how the original text concludes. The author ends with a very direct call to action. They state, if you want to learn tricks for YouTube growth and earning, subscribe to Techy Jutt right now. So that's where the source directs creators if they're looking for ongoing, specialized guidance on pulling off everything we've mapped out today. So, I want to leave you with this question. Which step of this monetization roadmap are you going to implement first? Are you going to log in right now and finally accept that Shorts monetization module? Are you going to go hunt down your first affiliate link? Or maybe open up your editing timeline and start mastering that seamless loop? Look, knowledge is only power if you actually apply it. Go dive into your studio, lock in your strategy, and let's turn those views into actual earnings. Keep building, stay focused, and we'll see you in the next explainer.